Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Hurricanes will kick it away to start. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Here comes the offense on second down. Football with the run. Into a massive giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Gators come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Pocket breaking down. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we face. And I think in the SEC today, you've got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. To the air, it's Lagway. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Wants to go up top. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Quick strike through the air for the score.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Wants to go up top. It's incomplete, so the two-point conversion no good, but there is a flag on the play. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. Going for 2 here. Wonder if they're going to be chasing points the rest of the game. They'll go to the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Great place to start for this offense. Give to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it from the gun. Hard running there. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The give on the inside. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Dropping back, it's back. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rushes on him. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Hansen. They'll get the 1st down, it's spotted on the 49. And the Gators want to move quickly. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Quick pass on the jet motion. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
So they gamble on 4th down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
4th and long. I mean, what just 4th and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there, 4th down and long? No problem. I got this.
Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Looking for a man. It's Lagway. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, we're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Wide open downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Gators headed quickly to the line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Oh, he missed it. No good. After the failed field goal attempt, still a 12-point game.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Looking to throw, it's back. Throwing right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
And the Hurricanes decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Quick completion on the out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where...
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
He's into the end zone, and they'll put 2 more on the board just before halftime.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You could tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking downfield, it's back. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Making side adjustments here. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Pressure coming. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got some room to run. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. The Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
The Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air. It's back. He lets it fly. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab past the marker. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Daniels.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Got a little space.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Might be calling a hot route. To the air. It's back. Working that left side now. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Using the quick game. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to pass on second down. Got him downfield. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The Hurricanes line it up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Trying to ball his way out. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. Got it. Now on 2nd and goal. Clear. On the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ready, break. It's as if these guys have been allergic to the end zone. They'll try to overcome it on 3rd and goal. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's ball. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Leaves it with the running back. Powers through the defender. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg. Wants to toss it. Throws to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And off with the shotgun. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Right down the middle. And the timing just a hair off.
I'll tell you, when this guy's in a rhythm, he never misses. And you've seen that in this game. Very, very accurate up to this point. That time, though, a little bit out of rhythm, and I think that's why he missed that throw.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going deep. Makes the grab. Got the conversion and still going. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw again. Finds the tight end. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Snags it! And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida! That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there, now up 20 in the 4th. So the 16-play drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's Fletcher. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. Oh, out of space. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cade.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And the extra point is good. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Makes the grab. It's Hansen. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Gators! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media.
He's loose on the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. And the Canes will hustle to the line. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Wide out trying to get it in. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the point after is good. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Fires to the right. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And you know what? You kind of deserve that. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football all over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot, but you gave them a little bit of hope.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. I mean, I've heard of having confidence in your kicker, but really?
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go?
And they fake. Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. And they'll knock him down. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Fighting Irish taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll run it from the gun. Just steamrolling the defense. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Beck. Quickly completed. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it from the gun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. A lot of urgency for this offense.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. Just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Fighting off the defender. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The 7th play of this opening drive. They'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this 1st drive.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Slams ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami.
That is how you finish a drive. Nice drive put together. Don't kick 3s. We need touchdowns. And that's a great job executing down here near the goal line. You got the 3rd and goal. You were physical enough to run the football in. Nice start to this football game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Pauly. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be out of bounds at the 44-yard line. the big return has them in striking distance already. Back to throw, it's Carr. He's going to run it. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
Going to swing it on second down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
The Canes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Fires downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and slot it down.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a man, it's Carr. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First Play of the period, first down here. Trying to run, it's locked. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Notre Dame right back to the line. Defense looks like they're coming. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he puts through the extra point. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Quick strike complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Back to pass, it's back. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the right. All by himself. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Canes have this offense rolling. Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. They're working that left side. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
The Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking for space. It's Fletcher. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides to the back. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for a pass to the end zone to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Looking for the goal line. They put it in the hands of their playmaking receiver, but he will be stopped short. It's 4th down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Gets it out quickly. Give him 6. Touchdown, Canes.
Well, big-time players make big plays in big games. And on that 4th down, final play of the first half, what an unbelievable job making the grab and taking it in for the touchdown. That was huge for the offense, giving them the lead. You just can't do it any better than that.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Pauling. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least. Oh, he's got some space. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Pushes for the goal line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Trying to slam in. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Great job being physical in the middle of the defense. Goal line situations, 3rd down. Nowhere for the runner to go in the middle of the field, so he tries to use his speed to bounce it, but this ain't high school. This defense has the ability to pursue and chase and get him down.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Fitted in the window for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page, coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Dropping back, it's back. Throws for the tight end. He's open on the right. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Fletcher. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Racing down the left side. The 40. The 30. He's at the 20. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And that is a massive momentum-shifting play that completely flips the field. Offense is in the red zone, bad decision, poor throw, it gets picked off. And how about the return all the way back to the opponent's red zone? That was incredible.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. To the air, it's Carr. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Irish! They take the lead with the 6. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Looking for his man. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind.
There he goes. Bulldozes his way through. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Big fella showing some ability, got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. 4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. Back to throw, it's Carr. Big fella moving. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll go back to the ground. He's loose at the 15. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who've starred through the first 3 periods. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that, well, good coverage.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, going to the air. Forced down in the pocket. Complete to the right. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
Listen, it's go time. We're trailing. It's the 4th quarter. We got to get a little bit more aggressive. I like the call. I like going for it, and especially because we made the completion and got the 1st down.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Back to throw. It's back. Dumps it to the back. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the 1st down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's back. Starting to feel a little pressure. Looking for the score! And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to buy time. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
The snap sets up to throw. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Quickly out to the tight end. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Wants to throw. It's Carr. Zings it complete to the right. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Notre Dame would love to just run this thing out. Handoff from the gun. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that 1st down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Why are they throwing here? And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between